Dina Pretty Productive. Welcome back to my channel. Today what I'm going to be doing is a little bit of a planner update, a plan with me for the week of the 29th through the 3rd or 2nd. I'll look at the dates when I get there. But I just kind of wanted to give you a little bit of an update. I meant to film last week because I kind of am getting into a rhythm with the Hobonichi cousin, but I did want you to see what I was doing with the B6 PaperTess design because I really love this planner and I'm trying to figure out a purpose for it. So what has been put away for right now is the Hobonichi Weeks, the Hobonichi A6, which somebody needs to slap my hand if I buy it again next year. I don't know why I cannot get into a rhythm with that planner. I don't know if it's too small or whatever. I am still updating the journal that I keep as the A6 size that I'm using for my mom. But let's go ahead and get started. So this is the Sadies stickers vertical planner that I'm using as my memory keeper. I am really behind. I really don't think I've ever been almost a whole month behind. But what I've been doing is setting it up so that I can get everything down on paper. I have everything written down, so I just need to pop in the photos as well as the write out the part that I want to keep. So this is the February layout. This kit is actually, I think this is Sadie sticker. I think I went all Sadie stickers this year for my monthlies. So I have put down the date dots. This is an undated planner. My keynotes for the month, and then I laid down my kits so far for the first 3 weeks. So this is the week of the 1st through the 7th. I do mine Monday through Sunday, by the way. This is a Miss and Meow kit. And then this for the week of the 8th through the 14th. This is from Sweet Bellow XOXO, which I don't believe is I don't think her shop is still open. But I've had this kit for probably 2 years. This is a Planning World kit. I know this shop is not open anymore. I did destash a lot of my Planning World kits, but I really kept just a couple that I really liked. This is for the week of the 15th through the 21st. This is the 22nd through the 28th, which is the current week that we're in. This is from Saucy Stickers Co. And then I did make this a 5-week month because with the Undated, you can kind of go either way. And so this is the 29th through the 4th. This one is from Sadie Stickers. And so I do use these little calendars. These are from the planner spot, and I just highlight the week. And that helps me to kind of remember what week we're in the calendar. I also selected the calendars as a Monday start so they would reflect the same dates. So that's what I have done so far. And then at the end of the month, I will use this for pictures as well as some key happenings that happened in the month of January. So this part's done. I printed 4 weeks of pictures to put in here. So it's just, it'll be really quick for me once the kit is laid down and the pictures are printed. I can just update this pretty quickly and get back on track. So that is my memory keeper. So this one. So with this one, I decided that what I really wanted, first of all, I love this kit from Simple Paper. This was their January subscription, so I'm not at all sad that I put this one down because I really loved it. I did start doing some journal prompts in here, tracking my blood pressure, and then I kind of lost interest in that. And so when you look at week 2 of them, well, starting with the 15th, I started doing this as master lists by room of things I need to get done. So my plan is to go ahead and copy that over. Let's see, where's the current week we are in? So anything that did not get done will come over to this week right here, which is the current week that we're in. So I just sit in the room and literally put this on my lap and just write down everything that needs to happen in that room. So some of the things I've already done. And they're more long-term versus just clean. It's, declutter, it's sell things, it's return things, it's purchase things. So I just keep everything on a list. So this is the kitchen, which we're working on a kitchen remodel right now. This is my bedroom, closet, and master bathroom. And I've gotten almost everything done here. I cleaned out my makeup drawer, my makeup brushes, but I need to put everything back together. So that's still sitting kind of on the counter. But other than that, everything's pretty much done. Guest bedroom number 1, guest bedroom number 2. Guest bathroom number 1, guest bathroom number 2. Dining room, living room, guest room. And then office craft room, which is the room that I use for my shop as well as for filming. And when I worked in here. So there's a lot of things that are here that are kind of just more long-term things that I need to do. But again, I'm in a huge time in my life where I am de-stashing and just minimizing the amount of stuff that I have in my house. And that's going really well. I've been selling a lot on Mercari. And the link to my Mercari shop is in the description of the video. I do a lot of planners, supplies, things like that. I know I'm taking a loss because what I purchased, that money's gone. So that's not the way I look at it. I look at it as like getting it out of my house into a house of somebody who really would love that. A lot of my things are brand new. So there you go. It's not money well spent. So I'll update this for February and then take off what we've already done and then add the new things to the list. So that's been working well for here. It's kind of a waste of this planner, but I definitely wanted to use it, and it's big enough that this is working well, and I didn't want another notebook to walk around with. So that takes me to the Hobonichi Cousin, which has been kind of my jam for the last 3 years. I thought that I wasn't going to purchase it this year. I went ahead and purchased it. So this is what I'm actually going to be doing my planning in. And this feeds into my memory planner. So on my daily pages, I'm a few days behind, but pretty much easy to catch up. So my daily page is just a quick list of what I did that day, what we had for dinner, and then just some notes on the day. I also put the weather up here, and then a little bit of washi tape, and I use, I showed this in one of my videos, but this is my pencil case. These are all my washi cards. So I just take this with me to my daughter's house, and that's where a lot of times I'm updating this when the baby's sleeping. And so I've got enough washi to kind of play around with, but not having to take all the rolls with me. And so that leads me to where, like, the next 4 days I need to catch up, which won't be too bad. But everything else I have finally caught up. I do put pictures in here. This is a book that I read. A couple pictures of what I was doing, visit with my mom, our kitchen cabinet painting. So just kind of helps with the memory keeping. A lot of pictures of my granddaughter, of course. So today what I'm going to be doing is a weekly plan with me, and depending on how long that takes, I might do my February setup, my month view separately. So for this one, this was January. And it's really not decorative. These are my color codes. So pink is family, brown is appointments, putty is social media, green is money, and gold is work. So I did not keep this up. I did work here and I didn't put that on there. So I do need to update this, but in February, I kind of want to do it a little bit more decorative, since I'm not doing decorative in my other one. I have 2 kits here. These are my subscriptions for February for Civil Paper and Faded Chronicle. So I don't know. So the Faded Chronicle is for both the Hobonichi Cousin and the Hobonichi Weeks. So it's kind of I get both. And since I'm not using Weeks, I'm definitely going to have things left over. But it's definitely a little darker than I thought it would be. But this definitely would cover most of the month for both planners. So that is the Faded Chronicle, February. And then Simple Paper is also for both planners. This one has turned out to be one of my favorites. And I didn't think it would be, but this is the February calendar, date dots. You've got a couple of the calendars that are stickers. And then you kind of have a mix. Nothing is completely like you have to use this kit in February, but it definitely has kind of that spring love kind of theme. So definitely a little bit more my taste, so probably this one is going to match. All of my date dots would, not my date dots, but my coding dots would match this kit probably better than that one. So I'm gonna guess it's gonna be this one. And then I'll just put this one away because I could definitely use this on another month. Put that there. But I also thought on my weekly, so if you can see, this is kind of how I've been laying out my weekly. I've been doing it kind of 2 days at a time. I've just been updating it. Instead of pre-planning, I'm just filling it in, and that's going to help me when I sit down and do my memory planner. Because I lay down these stickers from Print with Kate, I was pretty much obligated to continue with it for the month because they were already down. But I did add these two little stickers from the Coffee Monster Code, the highlight and the low light. And I do need to finish up this week and then finish this week. But it doesn't take me long because I've written so much on the daily pages. So this is what we're going to work on this week. On this video is the current week, which is next week. Okay, I'm going to put this to the side. So what I pulled to use, I had a Planner Spot subscription for, gosh, I think 1.5 years. So I have a lot of kit pieces left, washi pieces left. So I'm really trying to work through what I own. I have been on a no spend. I only broke it once for the Coffee Monster Co. Because I needed to replenish some of the stickers that I had used them all up. And she had a few new releases that I wanted to try. So luckily I, kind of went in and went out. I only spent like $50, which is really low for me at the Coffee Monster Co. But I didn't really want to break my no spend if I could help it. I'm going to bring you in a little bit closer. So this is the February of 2023 kit from the Planner Spot. This is what I'm going to kind of work with. And then I also pulled 2 different washis that she had. This fits normally in that spot between the date and over. This one seems a little thick though. Maybe this would not fit. No, it would. It just has overflow. So I might be using that one, or I might be using this one. So this is just a piece of reusable sticker paper, and I cut it to 5x7, and then I just use it when I have things left over from kits and I don't want to keep the whole kit, just for 1 or 2 things. I kind of like this pink with the bows for Valentine's Day, so I might use that one too. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. So how I did my cousin for almost the entire year of 2023 is I broke it into area down here for to-dos by category. I didn't really look at the timing on the daily because I don't really use that. I don't start my day at 5. I don't end my day at 4 in the morning. So I kind of just ignore that. If it's an appointment, I put it on a removable box from my shop, just so that if it changes, I can just pull that off and I'm not ruining anything. I also use an erasable pen in this so that it doesn't get messed up. So let's see, I kind of pulled pink, beige, and gray to go with that. So let's just go ahead and set down. Let me set these down. These are what I call my column headers, I think is what I call them in my shop. And just so you know, anything that is in my shop can be customized. So if there's a font that you would prefer and I have a license for it, I'm happy to use it. If, you know, like this one on my combination sheet, if these aren't the categories that you need, then just let me know and I can adjust it for you. So I've always wanted my shop to be very custom oriented, because I get some of my best ideas actually from people asking for customs. I'm like, oh my God, that's a great idea. And I'll put it in my shop, and it's sometimes some of my best sellers. So I do have one page that I've pretty much used up, but it has a combination of all of these on one page. And then I do each one on a separate page as well. So I'm going to start by kind of putting a little highlight behind that. I'm going to use Tombow marker 850. And I kind of go to the 2100 hour. And I just highlight it. Now I alternate between putting like a clear sticker behind this and a highlight. Just because this area, I move it around a little bit, but it can get really thick. So these are printed on clear sticker paper. Okay, my meals, I still like to do it the same way I've always done it. So there is a box in the planner spot kit. I'm going to use the white one. And her kits are very much formatted for the Hobonichi cousin. I've never used any of her kit items in my memory planner because that's more of a traditional 1.5 inch column. These are a 1.2 column. So those are going to be my meals. Finally have a kitchen back together, so I've been cooking. It's been a very nice change of plans versus eating out every week. So notes are gonna go over here. So notes is kind of notes for this week, but also notes for next week. Errands that I need to do. I will leave a space next to do if I need to do a second one. This is my cleaning area. And then to buy, if you are here not knowing, like just clicked on this video, I have a budgeting channel that I do a lot of budgeting, cash stuffing, things like that. So that is something I really watch my expenses a lot. Okay, so these are not good to move, so I may just leave that one a little crooked. Oh, okay, got it. Okay, I think I'm gonna do to call here because I want to leave that for social. I'm not working this week. I'm working next week. So a little update on work. So I retired, I call it semi-retired in 2020. We did a restructure. I was ready to go. I got a great package and I left. Then I kind of went back to help a friend. So I picked up some hours, very much, you know, when I wanted to work. where I wanted to work. And then I did a contract job for 9 months that was full-time, working from home. And then when my daughter had her baby, I did not sign another contract, and I've been watching my granddaughter for 3 days a week. And then I've been picking up some hours as kind of the need is. My philosophy on work is that I'm not paying bills with it. I don't count on that money. It's just kind of extra money for me. So I'm the last one that should be booked, because there are people in the group that I work with that this is how they pay their bills. And so I don't want to take hours from somebody just because I'm bored or I want a little extra spending money. So that's kind of my negotiation with my boss who does scheduling, to say, book me last, but let me know if you really, really need help, then I'm happy to help. So a nice position to be in. I know, I'm very lucky. But, you know, I've worked a long time. Okay, I'm gonna zoom this out a little bit. It's a little bit too close. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start on my sidebar, which is really just more decorative. Isn't right. And then this is where I put my highlight and low light stickers. Once I find them, I pull them to the side. This is why I don't do a lot of plan with these, because they can just become very messy and a hot mess on my counter. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to use the pink highlighted one for the highlight. And then on the low light, I guess I'll stick with pink, because pink will match. And then the low light. Okay, and those I fill in after the week is done. And then for, I think the washi, I'm going to go ahead and use this one. Now this is a little bit too long, I think. Now, I have a slice tool, but I have literally sliced through my book. So I am going to put this underneath. I've had this for years. It might be done. Okay, no, it's fine. Okay, put that one back on paper. So this paper isn't really like regular washi where you can just tear it to get it done. You kind of have to cut it or slice it. Try cutting it this time. That kind of worked a little bit better. Okay, then I do like to put something on the dates to make them pop a little bit more. So these are date covers from my shop, and they are on transparent paper, so they're not as pink as they look. But I just think with the Hobonichi, it just kind of blends in a little bit. It's a little bit harder to see. Sometimes I fight with this paper, but If I have a little bit of a nail, it's easy. If I don't, I have to use my tweezers. There's no way around it. Okay, so starting on Monday, I go to my daughter's early, and Wednesday I go to my daughter's early because she goes into the office. And then on Tuesday I can come a little bit later because she works from home. So I do try to get something done on Tuesday morning before I leave because I'm just too tired when I come home after a long day. Okay, so what I've been doing to mark, let me just get this stuff out of the way. Going to her house is some Coffee Monster Co. Like mom life stickers, which obviously I'm not the mom, but the grandmother one looked very old. I just couldn't make myself use it. So I do need to ask Helen if she can update them without like a gray bun and a glasses, which I have glasses, it's just not a problem. But I just don't think of myself as that kind of a grandma, so I just couldn't use them. So those are the 3 days, and then I just take and make a line because I know I'm going to be there all day. My friend made fun of me because I said I will never be a full-time like caregiver to my grandkids. I'm not going to put a nursery in my house, and I'm doing both. So I was not prepared to enjoy it as much as I do because I really didn't think I would at this stage of my life be happy just hanging out with the baby all day, but she's so much fun. And then on my Thursday, I'm going to go visit my mom. And I use, let me see if I have one in here. Okay. I have a certain emoji that I use for visiting my mom, so I'll just write on here. Again, if you're new here, my mom's in a memory care facility that's very close to my house, and my sisters and I go on Thursday morning to visit, and then on Friday I'm going back to my daughter's house to help out, and I just kind of go for a half a day. My other daughter used to go over to help, but she changed jobs and she can no longer. Her Fridays are very busy now versus nothing to do on Friday. So I'll go for just a half a day. And then we have a birthday party to go to on Sunday. And I'm putting this on a removable one because this has been canceled 3 times. It was supposed to be today, but she has strep throat, so, and that's going to be at 1 o'clock. And let's see, I need to go to the bank on Thursday to pull out cash for my video. I need to film. Budget with me. probably gonna do it when I get back from the bank, depending on if it's a cloudy day or not. And then on Sunday, Saturday, I will film a budget with me, like a weekly check-in. And I like to do that first thing in the morning. And then Sunday, I'll plan with me. Okay, so Sunday is my reset day, and what reset means to me is I wash the sheets and the towels, I pack my bag that I take to my daughter's house for the next 3 days, I go to the grocery store, make sure I have foods for lunch. I like to bring my own food over to my daughter's. She eats super healthy, and she's more than willing to share, but I get so hungry when I'm over there because I don't eat that healthy. And so I will get food for breakfast and for lunches, and then also I will make a iced tea. I do like a cold brew tea just for the week. So I just bring one over there, then I drink water the rest of the time. So I'm trying to make myself drink more water. The other thing I need to do is to meal prep. I haven't had to for a while because our kitchen was torn up, and you can tell in both my spending as well as my what we've been eating. Then I need to go to the grocery store once I meal prep. I need to call my dentist to find out the cost of my crown. I had an implant started back in October, and so this will be the rest of it, and I found out after we started it that my insurance wasn't covering any of it. So I always, on big bills like that, I need to know up front just so I can plan for it. Just do not like surprises. I need to book my Vegas trip. I'm going to go see Garth Brooks in April with my son-in-law to be, my daughter, his mom, my husband, and I. So we have the tickets. I just need to book our rooms now. Okay, so cleaning. I need to do the bathrooms. I desperately need to dust. I just got a new Dyson vacuum, so I'm loving vacuuming, but I can't just vacuum. I gotta do everything else. 4 is to change the sheets. 5 is laundry. Before I will go to the grocery store, I need to clean out the fridge. We just installed hardware on a kitchen cabinet, so you can imagine the drilling, the amount of dust on my counter. So I need to clean the kitchen counters. So I don't like to do, we have 3 bathrooms in my house. I don't like to do all 3 bathrooms at one time. It's not my favorite chore. So I'll do the 2 guest bathrooms that never get used, really, just to straighten them up and clean them. And then on Sunday during my reset, I clean my bathroom, which gets used a lot, and the shower, you know, just really top to bottom do the floors. But I can't make myself do all 3 at one time. It's just not something I enjoy doing. So I have, under social media, I have a budget with me. 2 is a budget with me month end. This will be February. And 3, cash stuffing. And 4, plan with me. I may end up combining those, but the cash stuffing becomes a really long video, so I tend to break it up a little bit. To buy, there's nothing that I can think of that I need to buy this week other than like groceries, but I put that under my to-do list. I have not figured out our meals for the week. I kind of sit down and look at our schedule and say, okay, for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, because I don't get home till 5:30, these are super simple meals. It could be like chicken meatballs with green beans. It could be a salad. It could be something like that. By Thursday, I'm ready to do a little bit more because I'm usually home almost the whole day. I go see my mom, and then I like to come home and just kind of have one day at home. Friday, I get out of my daughter's house a little early, like 2:30, so that gives me time to cook. And then by Friday or by Saturday or Sunday, I'm ready to either go out to dinner or pick up food. So I'm done cooking. Kitchen will be closed. So I just need to figure that out. What I currently have in my refrigerator that needs to be used up. Like I made tacos last night, so we may have taco leftovers for Monday, but I may take that to my daughter's for my lunch too, so I'll need to figure out something. So that's kind of my philosophy on meal prep. It's just my husband and I. He would eat a salad every day of his life. I'm not a salad eater, so I mean, I don't mind salad. I like salads, but I don't want a salad every night. I would rather, you know, mix it up a little bit more. So I do have a lot of things in my freezer that I need to get through. So the first thing I do when I meal prep is clean out my refrigerator, throw out anything that needs to be thrown out. I start to make a list of things that are nearly empty. Then I look at my pantry. I go kind of do the same thing. What do I need to replenish? What do I need to use up? And then I go to my freezer. And my freezer is always the worst part because there's so much in there that I don't know what I have until I take it all apart. So that is my project today, which is Sunday the 28th, as I start to watch football games and do things like that. I'm also working on that so that I can meal prep for the week and then go to the grocery store this evening. Okay, I think that is enough for this video. You kind of get my idea. This is what I do. Now, as things come up, like, you know, things that I didn't really plan for, that's when I will go and add these things in. This was a bill that I ended up having to pay, which I was sick of fighting it. This is what I used to do my mom. This is when I worked. I got my hair cut and colored. So, you know, I wasn't necessarily planning to do that on Thursday. I was planning to get my hair cut. I wasn't planning to get it colored. So then I'll go through and add things like that. So I'll have a record of it. And then Sunday usually is more of a to-do list that I'll kind of do here. So that is how I'm using my Hobonichi Cousin. I will come back later and do the February setup because obviously this is a very long video. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. I hope you are doing well, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.